What's going on, everybody? This is Jared Davis with Jared Davis Outdoors, coming to you today with a frog review on the River to Sea Spittin Wa. Just run over a few key features of this frog really quickly. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see. This frog is exceptionally large, has a very large profile. But one of the coolest things about this is this massive cup on here. And if you'll notice right here, there's two indentions in this cup that actually what these are for is it leaves a trail of bubbles on the surface of the water. And that's actually one of the major claims of why this will catch more fish than your typical spitting frog or popping frog, is because it leaves more bubbles on the surface. And I have heard from multiple people that whenever you see bubbles on the surface, it's time to be fishing top water. Leave bubbles on the surface of the water that trigger fish to react into looking up and to hitting top water. And if that doesn't get their attention enough, this massive cup will. So as with any lure review, I want to break this up into three categories. The first is action, the second is ease of use, and the third is hook set. So let's get started on action. As you can see from the video, the frog emits a ton of water, and I've been in some situations where it was thick duckweed where, you know, I wanted a big splash on top that would trigger that bite, because those fish otherwise really wouldn't know it was up there because it's duckweed on top and a lot of weeds, and unless those fish are close to the top, they can't feel the vibrations. But if I'm chugging this thing through there and I am throwing off all kinds of wakes, then those fish are going to know it's up there. The cool thing about this lure is not only can I use it and just chug it and make it throw tons of water, but I can actually walk this lure just like I would any other regular non-popping frog. Check it out. I typically only throw two main colors when it comes to frogs, when it comes to spooks, whopper ploppers. I throw a white belly, and then as I have rigged up on here, I throw a black belly. Now this black belly is great on cloudy days, on days where it's a little bit overcast in extremely murky water. This white belly color that I have here, I am going to be throwing on a typical sunny day in clearer water conditions. So a lot of the stuff that I'm fishing right now in the hot part of the summer, I'm throwing pretty much all black. Most of the places I'm fishing are extremely dingy, and I'm fishing really early in the morning when there's not a whole lot of sun, so I want more of a shadow as opposed to a white body. So we've covered the action of this frog. Like I said, it's extremely versatile. Let's move on to the ease of use. Now, because of the sheer mass of this frog, you can make super long casts with it. I love the use of this frog. I have not gotten it snagged up. I've ran it over on its belly, and it's still just skimmed through the pads. It's skimmed through a lot of the cover that I have been fishing. I'll be quite honest, and I hate to say this about a lure, but this lure is virtually dummy proof. What do you mean by that? I mean, throw it out there and fish it any way. You can swim it, you can chug it, and if you're a little bit more of a technical fisherman, you've been fishing for a while and you know how to walk a spook or something, you can do the exact same thing with this. You can walk it in the water. So ease of use, guys, is way up there. This is an awesome frog for that. Now, last but not least, hook set. Yes, looks are important and ease of use is important, but most importantly is, can I set the hook on those fish? And the answer with this lure is a big yes. The massive gauge hooks keep them from bending, and they're super sticky. Now, I've done a lot of frog fishing, and I've thrown the Booyah frogs. I've thrown the regular Bass Pro Shop. I've thrown Spro frogs, and of all of the frogs that I have thrown, these frogs are the easiest to set the hook. Yes, you got to give it a little bit of a wait time before you rear up and really put your back into that hook set and hook that fish. But as far as those fish actually getting it, Man, it is just, the hook set is awesome, right in the top of the mouth where you want to hook those fish, just like these videos right here. Check this one out where I set the hook. The fish is right by the boat, have an awesome blow up, and you can kind of see how well that hook was set up in that fish.
Look at that.
Now, I did get a few short strikes on that exact same trip that I just showed you the video where I just caught that really nice fish, but I had not trimmed the skirt. Now, these skirts come extremely long, and I do like to go ahead and give them a little bit of a trim. And if you're having a lot of short strike issues, there's several companies out there that actually sell trailer hooks that can go on here, and there's several hacks on YouTube, and I may be doing one of those videos here very shortly. Anyways, guys, this frog, believe me, I'm not sponsored by River to Sea. I don't represent them in any way, any promotional way, but I have to recommend this product right here. This River to Sea Spittin Wa needs to be the only frog in your box. Guys, go out, do yourself a favor, and buy some of these River to Sea Spittin Was to put more frog fish in your boat this summer. Thanks for watching Jared Davis Outdoor Reviews. We'll see you next time.